realizado como solistas, buenas que han sido las tres, también constituyeron algo que pudiéramos considerar un hito dentro de la parte interpretativa de la cancionística cubana, cuando constituyeron el...
That is my 12S265 Zenith here. I picked it up. It was already had some restoration work done to it. I haven't done any restoration work. I did use Restore Finish on it to clean it up a little bit. Right now I'm on the shortwave bands of about almost 18 megahertz. I'm only using a 5-foot wire antenna that's laying behind it, so I'm not getting a lot of shortwave activity, but it's there. Go down 15 megahertz band. And I'll switch over to broadcast. There's not a lot of shortwave activity. Broadcast band.
Because it's now behind us, but there were so many people to meet and talk with.
You can see the eye opening and closing as we lock the station in.
For Irish Fest. She is the marketing executive for Claire.
I had it on distance, so I was getting a little more noise. I have switched it to local, so it's not as sensitive. I'm not getting as much crosstalk or whatnot.
Thanks. You've got to double the amount of capital that you have so that you can absorb losses when you have them.
El cepillo un bombón, solo lo dejó contra Moy y simplemente la tiró.
It seems to be working very nicely on the all bands.
Her goal of being cancer-free. She did go to surgery with me with a minimally invasive approach, which is my specialty. Within weeks, she was...
It's got the motorized dial, so you want to cruise band to band. One side of the band to the other side of the band, you can easily do that.
Manning, I know you've held him to 7 points to this point, Carl, but you got to start scoring some touchdowns.
There you go, 66 FAN. Could zoom all the way up to the other side of the dial.
Up to the minute weather information is always available on the AM 1300 website, day or night. When you
want fidelity controls up top. I just like leaving it set right in the middle. Got voice, high fidelity, and foreign.
Coverage. And here's, too, Carl, the Giants' real inability to run the ball. So you had 2nd and 3 at the 6.
Yeah, and I'm running just a 5-foot piece of wire that I attached to the antenna terminal.
By Myers, he's having a hard time. He's taking 2 big shots and still getting up here.
So the Giants have to send the field goal unit out. Manning, this would have been a first down, even if Myers...
The acoustic adapter has some little bit of damage to it. It's not too bad, really. It's like a almost like a papier-mâché type fiber material. The cabinet, I took some close-ups and stills of the notable damage. Up here you got a scratch in the finish. You got a little finish missing here. You got a scratch coming down the side here. These are probably the worst scratches right here coming down the side of the cabinet here. That's actually, pressed into the veneer there a bit. Coming around the front.
No, sir. No, sir.
I mean, the front panel's pretty good. Got scratch here. Got a little finish there. Going down to the bottom of the posts, we have, you know, finish missing. This is toner on the bottom here. Pretty typical for these Zeniths. They use the toner over a less expensive wood on some spots, and the toner just often seems to be flaking away. You could mask it off and respray this with a can of toner. That's what a lot of guys do, but I don't really think it's necessary. We got another scratch right here in the cabinet. Just a couple little minor dings. The top of the cabinet looks pretty darn good. Often people would put something on top, and that's where you get a lot of the damage. But it's 75 years old, this radio, and I would say it's in reasonable shape given its age. You know, it has character marks in it, but it's hard to find ones that are flawless. The grill cloth, I don't know what the original looked like. It may have looked like that up, but I could tell it's a replacement cloth. I don't know if it's the same block pattern or not. I've never owned this set before, and frankly, I haven't looked online to see what the original looks like. It's probably a reproduction of the cloth that was on here, but it looks pretty darn good. And that's it. That's 7 minutes of Zenith 12S265. Well, I hope you like it. It seems like a nice radio. Before I leave, there's one other thing. The tuning belt probably going to need replacing in the near future. All it is it's a rubber O-ring. Its length, its circumference is 12 inches and it's 0.1 in diameter. They're available online, and it's very easy to put in, and it should be really a simple task when this one does finally go to put in a new tuning belt. It's not like the old dial strings where they were kind of complicated and you had a certain amount of wraps on posts and going through pulleys and whatnot. This is just a simple pulley to pulley band. That's it. All right. I hope you enjoyed the radio. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.